Well, good evening to all pro wrestling fans of all shapes and sizes from all around the world. Welcome to another Pro Wrestling Talk video brought to you by Blitzball Champ Gaming here on the U to the Tube. I'm your host, Blitzball Champ Jason Ingram. So, for this episode, want to go over the confirmed bracket for the upcoming New Japan Cup that kicks off this upcoming March. And I want to do my preview of WWE Vengeance Day that's coming up this weekend. And it is quite a stacked card that should be very entertaining for this Saturday. First off, I do want to start off with a little bit of bad news. So, unfortunately, recently on February 9th, Mio Momono from Marvelous suffered an injury, a UCL injury in her left elbow, which she will have to get surgery and rehab for, and is expected to miss 3 to 6 months. So, with that being said, it's pretty much confirmed that she won't make the Las Vegas trip for the Marvelous show in Las Vegas. So, won't be able to make the trip. I mean, unless she wants to go just for the meet and greet, but I doubt it. But looks like no Mio Momono for the Marvelous show in Las Vegas. Such a bummer, because I would have loved to have gotten a chance to see her wrestle live and meet her. Which they haven't announced a whole lot of talent yet for that show. So far, just Queen Aminata and Masha Slamovich. But I'm pretty sure, just based off of tweets and whatnot, I'm pretty sure we're going to get Magenta, which is Riko Kawahata and Maria. I'm pretty sure we're going to get Takumi Iroha. And we're probably... Chigusa Nagayo will probably make the trip. She might not compete, but she'll probably still make the trip. So, but yeah. And here's hoping there'll be some more Marvelous talent that'll make the trip. But I think at least Magenta, Chigusa Nagayo, and Takumi Iroha will make the trip. So, but we'll see. But speedy recovery for Mio Momono. But yeah, wanted to talk a little bit about that. Okay. The New Japan Cup of 2025. The bracket has been released. So, wanted to go over the bracket and let's see each of the competitors and let's take a look at these matchups. Let's do it. All right, here we go. Here is your official tournament bracket for the New Japan Cup 2025. So, of course, we know last year the New Japan Cup was won by Yota Tsuji, which he is in the tournament for this year. But yeah, starting from the top left, just going down in order. This year's competitors. We got last year's winner, Yota Tsuji. We got Evil. We got David Finlay. The returning Yuya Uemura. Sanada. Yoshihashi. We got Ryohei Oiwa. Chase Owens. Former IWGP World Heavyweight Champion, Zack Sabre Jr. We got Gabe Kidd, Ren Narita, Taichi. We got El Phantasmo. We got Great Khan, Shota Umino, Tetsuya Naito, the returning Callum Newman, Jeff Cobb, Tomohiro Ishii, Drilla Maloney, TJP, Bolton Oleg, Bad Luck Fale, and Shingo Takagi. Wow. Quite the list of competitors here. And, you know, I have to say, this bracket's going to be a little bit hard to predict. It's pretty loaded. Pretty loaded. Okay. And it's interesting because, you know, the last 3 years, you know, we've had a variety of winners. I mean, in 2022, we had Zack Sabre Jr. In 2023, it was Sonata. And 2024, last year, was Yota Tsuji. So, well, I mean, and then when I think about it, I mean, there's a lot of former New Japan Cup winners. There's a decent handful of them in this tournament. Like I said, Yota Tsuji's in there, Sonata's in there, Zack Sabre Jr., Evil's in there, Naito's in there. Yeah, those are the main ones, you know, that have won a New Japan Cup. But let's take a look at these matchups. New Japan Cup starts on March 7th. And, oh, look at that. These two first matchups. Ooh, Yota Tsuji versus Evil. And two former New Japan Cup winners here squaring off against each other. Oh, man. That ought to be interesting. Ooh. Of course, I'll be rooting for Yota Tsuji for that matchup. And the winner of that matchup will face David Finlay. But I'll be rooting for Yota Tsuji. Yuya Uemura versus Sonata. Of course, Yuya Uemura just returned. I'll be rooting for Yuya Uemura. The winner will take on Yoshihashi. We got Ryohei Oiwa versus Chase Owens. You know what? I'm gonna say Ryohei Oiwa. I'll be going for him. And interestingly enough, the winner will face Zack Sabre Jr. So we could be seeing a battle between stablemates in the next round. Let's see. Ooh, Gabe Kidd versus Ren Narita. That should be really good. But I'm gonna say Gabe Kidd gets that. And the winner of that match will take on Taichi. And then we go to the right side of the bracket. Ooh, this ought to be interesting. El Phantasmo versus Great Khan. And the winner of that will take on Shota Umino. They could be setting up for a rematch between Great Khan and Shota Umino, but I'm gonna still be pulling for ELP. We got Tetsuya Naito versus Callum Newman. Oh, how I would love to see a big upset with Callum Newman defeating Tetsuya Naito, but I just don't see that happening. So I think Naito wins, and he goes on, or whoever the winner is will take on Jeff Cobb. Tomohiro Ishii versus Drilla Maloney. This should be really good, especially Drilla Maloney coming off a big victory over Shingo Takagi at New Beginning in Osaka. You know what? I'm gonna say Drilla Maloney gets another big victory and beats Tomohiro Ishii. The winner will face TJP. And then we got Bolton Oleg versus Bad Luck Fale. That should be pretty interesting, but I'm going to go Bolton Oleg to win that match. And then the winner will take on Shingo Takagi. Okay. As far as who I could possibly see winning this tournament, because I assume the plan is the winner will get the IWGP World Heavyweight title shot, I assume, at Sakura Genesis. So, who do I think could win? I mean, shoot. This is tough. This is really tough. I mean, you can't sleep on folks like Zack Sabre Jr., Sonata, Evil, and Yota Tsuji. You know, they've won a New Japan Cup. I think Shingo has a good chance. Part of me wouldn't mind seeing Gabe Kidd win. Just a small part of me. But, shoot. I mean, Yota Tsuji. I mean, it wouldn't be the first time somebody won 2 back-to-back New Japan Cups, because Hiroki Goto did that. But as a matter of fact, Hiroki Goto won 3 New Japan Cups, now I think about it. But yeah, it wouldn't be the first time somebody wins 2 in a row. So yeah. I don't know. I honestly don't know. But I think Shingo has the best chance. I really do. So if I were to go down the list, starting from the top left into the bottom right, Yota Tsuji, I mean, possibly. Evil, I hope not. I've talked to some folks. Some folks think David Finlay could pull this off, which I hope not. Yuya Uemura, who knows? Maybe he can get to the quarterfinals. Sonata, nah. Yoshihashi, nah. Ryohei Oiwa, nah. Chase Owens, nah. Zack Sabre Jr., I mean, he's won 2 of these, so I don't see him winning a third, but I mean, he's a threat. I mean, former world champ, so he's definitely going to be a threat. Gabe Kidd, I think there's a speck of a chance that Gabe Kidd could go all the way. Ren Narita, nah. Taichi, nah. El Phantasmo, no. Great Okan, no. Shota Umino, no. Naito might make it to the semis, but I don't think he makes it all the way. Callum Newman, nah. Jeff Cobb, maybe quarterfinals, but Tomohiro Ishii, nah. Drilla Maloney, no. TJP, no. Bolton Oleg, no. Bad Luck Fale, no. Shingo, I honestly think Shingo definitely I think he has a great chance. I really think he has a great chance. I could definitely see Shingo winning this. I could see Shingo winning this. Because we got to remember, Hiroki Goto is the champ right now. Yeah, to be honest, I'm gonna say Shingo. Yeah, I'm gonna say Shingo. I mean, after all, Shingo still hasn't won one. He's never won a New Japan Cup. Yeah. Yeah, in all honesty, Shingo, a Gabe Kid, a Yota Tsuji, Yota Tsuji winning it back to back. I mean, those are my thoughts. I would love to hear y'all's thoughts on who y'all could see win the New Japan Cup this year. But yeah, this one's tough. This one's really tough. This one's really tough. But yeah, that is your bracket for the New Japan Cup. Pretty loaded. But yeah, it starts March 7th and the finals will be on March 20th. So, definitely looking forward to that. And as a matter of fact, that happens a couple of days after the Stardom Cinderella Tournament Finals and TJPW Grand Princess 25. So, man, that's gonna be a loaded couple of days there. But yeah, pretty excited for the New Japan Cup. And not only that, another interesting announcement that was just posted. But yeah, check this out, y'all. So for both U.S. shows of Windy City Riot in April and Resurgence in May, the IWGP World Heavyweight Championship will be defended. Both shows. So, to be honest, I'm kind of jealous. Because that means Hiroki Goto comes to the U.S. And I don't even remember. I think AEW. I think Forbidden Door a few years ago, I want to say is the last time Hiroki Goto even competed in the U.S. So, I'm actually really, really jealous. Because, I'm a big Hiroki Goto fan. Oh, man. But yeah. So, if he's still champion, he'll be defending the title both of these shows in the U.S. So, I think that's pretty cool. But I hope he has a good run. I really hope he has a good run. Okay. Now let's switch gears and finish off with WWE Vengeance Day 2025. So, Vengeance Day will take place this Saturday, February 15th, a day after Valentine's Day. This will be at the Care First Arena in Washington, D.C. And got ourselves a pretty stacked card. We got 6 matches. 6 matches with 4 championships on the line. But yeah, it's looking to be a pretty stacked card. But yeah, let's go through these matchups. So let's start off. Oh, and it's at 6 p.m. 6 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Pacific. All right. First up. Oh, yeah. This ought to be good. We got ourselves a singles match between my man, Javon Evans, and All Ego Ethan Page. Very excited for this match. Good to see Javon Evans is back. Of course, continued storyline from when Ethan Page busted Javon Evans' jaw with a chair. So, Javon Evans is looking to get some revenge, and I believe he will get his revenge. So I am picking Javon Evans to pick up the victory over Ethan Page at Vengeance Day. Looking forward to it. Big fan. Of course, he's from Greensboro, North Carolina, so we'll be going hard for Javon Evans. All right. Let's go to our next matchup. Here we go. Alrighty, we got ourselves a strap match between Trick Williams and Eddy Thorpe. Of course, these two have kind of been back and forth lately, and, you know, Eddy Thorpe's been trying to keep himself in the title picture and whatnot, and just, now it's come down to this. Recently, he beat the mess out of Trick Williams with a strap, so, which led to this. But I think Trick Williams will get revenge, and I think he'll pick up the victory over Eddy Thorpe. So, I'm going Trick Williams to defeat Eddy Thorpe in the strap match. But I won't be too mad if Eddy Thorpe wins. I mean, I think, you know, they're continuing to build him up as a heel, so it wouldn't make me mad if he won. But I'll be rooting for Trick Williams. Alrighty. Y'all ready for a title match? Let's go into a title match. Let's do it. First up, we got the ladies. So this is for the NXT Women's North American Championship. As we have the champion, Fallon Henley, defending against Stephanie Vaquer. Okay. Now, I was giving this some thought. I was definitely giving this some thought. Now, I know it's February. And I know I was kind of thinking if maybe it'll be too early or whatnot. But you know what? I think with the interactions between Giulia and Stephanie, I think this is what they're going to set up with. And it's going to eventually come down to this. And they might as well get a head start. So, you know what? I'm going to say Stephanie Vaquer defeats Fallon Henley and becomes the new NXT Women's North American Champion. And even if they don't do it this match, I think she'll get another shot in due time. I mean, heck, Giulia didn't win the title on her first match. So, hey, it's very possible it could happen with this. But I'm going to say they pull the trigger and put the title on Stephanie Vaquer. So, I'm picking Stephanie to defeat Fallon to become the new NXT Women's North American Champ. Alrighty, let's continue with the championship fun. This next one was announced, you know, pretty late, but hey, should be exciting. Alright, Fraxiom was in such a giving mood that they decided to put the NXT Tag Team Championships on the line at Vengeance Day Fraxiom. Nathan Frazer, Axiom will defend against the team of Josh Briggs and Yoshiki Inamura. Of course, Inamura and Briggs got a victory on NXT recently, which really kind of opened the door for this title shot. Should be good. This should be really good. Fraxiom has been on a roll. I mean, they've been competing here, defending the tag titles, and they've also been competing on TNA wrestling as well. So they've been very busy, very active, and Fraxiom doesn't look to be slowing down. I think this will be a definitely hard-hitting back-and-forth match. I think it'll be really good. But I'm going to say Fraxiom retains the tag titles. I think Briggs and Inamura will come up just a little short, but I'm going Fraxiom to retain the NXT tag team titles. But it should be a great match. I'm looking forward to it. All right. Back to the ladies. Let's go back to the ladies. Shall we? Okay. Okay, this one was originally a triple threat, but at the last moment, it got turned into a fatal four-way. We got the NXT Women's Championship on the line. As the champion, the Beautiful Madness, Giulia, will defend against Bayley, who's a former NXT Women's Champion, Roxanne Perez, a former two-time NXT Women's Champion, and Cora Jade, who has never won the title. A very stacked match here. A very stacked match. Definitely, it's going to be really, really tough for Giulia, who hasn't been champion that long. But they're really throwing the opposition at her. I think this will be a very action-packed match. But I'm going to say that Giulia will retain the NXT Women's Championship. I don't think it's time for her to lose it. Honestly, I think she will hold this title at least up to Stand and Deliver, if not longer. But I'm picking Giulia to retain. I think this should be a good action-packed match, for sure. Alrighty. And then, which it would be cool if that's the main event. I don't know what's going to be the main event, but I would not mind if that Fatal 4-Way was the main event. I think that would be really cool. But, last up, we got a triple threat for the NXT Championship. As the champion, the ruler, Femi, will defend against both members of A-Town Down Under, Grayson Waller and Austin Theory. I mean, it may seem like Waller and Theory will be on the same page for a while, but it'll be only a matter of time before they implode on each other. Femi will take advantage. Bam. Game, set, match. So, I'm picking Femi to retain the NXT Championship. But yeah, overall, a really good card. I think this will be a really great PLE. But yeah, to be honest, I really only see possibly one title change, and that's the Women's North American Championship. That's really the only title I could see changing. But this should be a great show. It's a great card. Looking forward to it. And that's this Saturday, February 15th, 6 p.m. 6 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Pacific. So, should be good. Should be really good. Anyways, that'll do it for this video. Let me know what y'all's thoughts are. Of course, first off, let me know who y'all think, what you think of the tournament bracket for the New Japan Cup for this year. And let me know who you think will win it. Let me know who you think will win it. And then let me know your predictions and thoughts on WWE Vengeance Day. Would love to hear from y'all. And of course, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell while you're at it. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. For another Pro Wrestling Talk, brought to you by Blitzball Champ Gaming here on the U to the Tube. My name is Blitzball Champ Jason Ingram. Hope y'all have a blessed evening, and I will see y'all in the next video and or live stream. Peace. Later.